Warren Buffett, one of the top 5 richest people, he said that the most important investment you'll make is to invest in yourself. What does it mean to invest in yourself? And how much are you willing to give to invest in yourself? Because when I talk about sacrifice, it's a give and take. You have X amount of time. So what are you going to put your time, your energy, your attention into? It's just a game of these things. Like, there's really nothing else. But basically, when we talk about you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with, or we talk about this concept of Sangha from the East, it's essentially that you are a product of the environment. As much as you like it or you don't like it, we pick up things from our environment. It's this thing about nature versus nurture, right? It's not nature, it's not nurture, it's both in some sense, but it's you who makes it, right? So you can utilize your environment to your benefit, to use that to grow. So not only are you placing yourself in this environment with the people that are going to support you and grow you, it's also a consecrated space where the energy and subtler levels affect you. And you talked about like changing brainwaves. I can literally feel deep inside me something is changing. I kid you not, my brain is probably like transforming. If you just, if you measure it, I'm sure, like I'm 100% sure, because there's nothing, not even sports or focus. When I read a book, I just immediately feel being into the zone. And I didn't feel like this before I got involved in this way, the way that I feel now. And it's kind of like that focus has impacted me in so many different ways. And that, for that to happen so quickly in such a short period of time, to hone that focus and attention and probably many other things, to be in that, it's probably a result of being in that environment, not just externally, but internally. There's definitely like a lot of things, and obviously the practices. It's like being in a rocket, You've also stayed, so you know what I'm referring to.
I would add on to that what you said in such a short period of time, because I feel like many people will think, spend a year at the ashram, wow, that's such a long time. But if you look at people, doing a bachelor's and a master's and learning something, takes them years and years and years and they still haven't gotten to a point where they can say they have mastered or they have mastery over this. They have just accumulated knowledge and no experience most of the time. And now you're going into a place where where everything is just about experience. And I feel like 1 year of your life is such a minor thing. So investing that into it is I would say is not a lot. Is not a lot of time.
You see what you're saying here? You're talking about investment.
Mm-hmm.
It's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a spending. It's an investment. I could have spent or invested my time working at that tech startup for a couple of years. My goal is I will do that, and then since we would be selling to the venture capitalists, I would be able to build those relationships. So these are VCs who invested in Facebook and Google early on, and other companies that have done really well. So I was like, I can build relationships with them. I can go and, do that for 2-3 years. And afterwards, when I have some product or something that I want to launch and take off, I'll be able to get investment from them. That capital infusion would make a big difference. And, that network as well in many other ways. So I saw that as an investment, but that's more of an outer thing. And that is only as good as I am. If internally there are certain things that are out of whack, that aren't, that I'm not aware of, then I'm stopping myself, I'm blocking myself. There are certain fears, limitations that I've set upon myself, then that won't happen to its fullest, or other things may not happen to their fullest. I may not allow other beautiful opportunities to enter into my life. So the most important thing before I even do that was to invest in myself and to really know what it really is. Like, what does it really mean to invest in yourself? Like, ask yourself this question. Like Warren Buffett, one of the top 5 richest people. I don't know if he's still top 5, but still really wealthy. He said that the most important investment you'll make is to invest in yourself. And he made all his money investing in stocks and holding on to that for long periods of time. So it really comes down to the fact that, what is that worth to you to live your life in a way that you can live with in a state of flow, to live in a state of joy and abundance, where you're no longer getting in your own way, where you're not keeping yourself from enjoying and experiencing the present moment by distracting yourself with your phone and any other devices. What does it mean to invest in yourself? And how much are you willing to give to invest in yourself? Because when I talk about sacrifice, it's a give and take. You have X amount of time. So what are you going to put your time, your energy, your attention into? It's just a game of these things. Like, there's really nothing else.